Well, hello there everybody, and welcome to another video, and welcome to another Collecting World video. Oh yes, I'm bringing you yet another piece of news from the collecting world, my dear friends, and this time it is about a company that I have got my eyes on. If you've been following my channel for quite some time, well, for at least a little bit, you know that recently I made a video about Elrikov Melnibone action figure that just recently went on pre-order. It is going to be made by the Harvinger Studios, and I made a video and I posted some links, and at the moment, at this time, at the time of making of this video, it is available for pre-order, at least at Big Bad Toy Store, might be for up for pre-order at other retailers. I shall post a link in the description down below. And so far, they have been making mainly figures of, I believe, their own design, mostly reptilian figures, like fantasy reptiles, anthropomorphized reptiles. And even though I have stated many times in my videos that my favorite action figure line at the moment, and it has been like that for a long time, is the Mythic Legions by the Four Horsemen toy design, because they are fantasy figures, again, of their own design. They are not adapting anything, no book, no comic, no TV show, but they are working on their own lore and storybook. So one would say that, yeah, these two go hand in hand, and it's like peanut butter and chocolate, or peanut butter and jelly, or whatever you want to say. It's really, those reptile figures aren't my cup of tea. I mean, I'm not against having a reptile, like fantasy reptile action figure in my collection, but it's not something that I would specifically focus on or want more of them. But they have recently started announcing and producing. I don't think any of them has been released yet. This is all in production. Fantasy action figures. Like, not fantasy, but licensed. I mean, licensed action figures of other licenses. So adaptations of, as I said, for example, Elrikov Melnibone, the Michael Moorcock's character. And now they have announced two characters that come from the hand and the brush of Frank Frazetta. So there's the Barbarian that has been around for some time, the pre-order. I've got it pre-ordered. But yesterday there was ZoloCon in the United States of America, a convention, and they were one of the people who were present and showing the product, and they showed the Death Dealer. And that's something, I mean, we have had Death Dealer statues and we have had Death Dealer action figures, but it hasn't been something that I was looking for. Firstly, those statues, I mean, I collect some statues, but it's not something that I would crave, because they were expensive, and it's just not something that would like necessarily fit into my collection. But secondly, those action figures that we have had were of a slightly smaller scale for much higher price. And the Harvinger Studios Savage Crucible action figures, they are priced just alright. Just the right price for the quality that I believe they are, from what I've gathered from the reviews and the photos, and from what I've read. I would say that as far as quality goes, they are comparable to my beloved Mythic Legions. And because they've started announcing like all these characters that we all love, and because this is a channel for fantasy aficionados mainly, fantasy science fiction fanatics, right? And these are characters that we all collectors and fantasy aficionados, we all want in our collections as representations of those characters. And if you just look at the screen, this is something that I've been looking for, like 1/12 scale, like about 17 centimeters scale, tall, highly articulated, highly detailed Death Dealer with swappable hands and heads and things like that. It just looks fantastic. Just a depiction of Frazetta's paintings. And some of you might be saying, so wait, where's the horse? His most famous character, and his most famous painting was on the horse. And I mean, like, yeah, it's fine, because firstly, if you want a good horse figure, there's still Four Horsemen Toy Design, and they have released a black horse along with the Headless Horseman. Now, given it's got like green hooves and green eyes, but you can always customize that. Or you can get any other like black horse of the 1/12 scale. There's no problem to get a 1/12 scale horse. And then if they sold this Death Dealer in a pack with a horse, that would drive up the price by like $100 at least. And I'm fine with just having the Death Dealer. So absolutely ecstatic, absolutely fascinated by them. He is to be, I think, up for pre-order this month. He isn't up for pre-order yet. I will make a separate video about that when it goes on pre-order. The second figure that has already been around and is going to be like a part of their second wave of figures that they have released is the Barbarian, from yet another famous painting of Frank Frazetta. I think the two of them will go hand in hand. Now, there's another company, Frazetta Girls, and I think they are in work, or like working with like Icon Collectibles, and they have also made a couple of like figures based on Frank Frazetta's art, like from Fire and Ice. I have got the Dark Wolf from Frank Frazetta's artwork for the Fire and Ice, and I also have the Vampirella, again also based on an artwork by Frank, and they're going to be releasing some more. I think that Sarah Frazetta, Frank Frazetta's granddaughter, she posted that they were going to make a couple of Conan the Barbarian action figures based on Frazetta's artwork. So I always say that being a toy collector is fantastic right now, and we live in a golden age of collecting right now. Like, if somebody's an action figure collector, a statue collector, a toy collector, we live in a golden age right now. I always say, yeah, so the golden age of literature has passed. The golden age of cinema has passed. The golden age of the graphic novel medium has passed. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit sick. And but as far as collecting goes, figures are getting better and better and better, and they are making characters that we've always craved having as action figures. And with the technology we have today, those figures are just either perfect or close to perfection. And to just say goodbye, I'm going to share yet another picture from ZoloCon yesterday, as shared by the Harvinger Studios, the El Rico Melibone, that we are all looking forward to. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to all these figures, and now it's time for you to let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are you a toy collector? Are you a fantasy aficionado? Do you like Frank Frazetta? Let me know all about it. And that will be all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm out of here.